This fan theory suggests that the fifth film go the Lightyear route and be the movie of Woody's Roundup. Now this one has some juiciness bits to it. Today I figured I'd go over the best Toy Story 5 fan theories, including my own viral theory. So let's see if any of these theories would be actually a good story for the next movie. Now the first theory that comes up is one that touches on Woody's past. While plenty of new characters have come and gone throughout the Toy Story franchise, Woody has always been the center of it all as Andy's, and as of late, Bonnie's favorite toy. While Toy Story 2 gave some backstory to the origin of the cowboy Woody doll, there's still plenty of mystery behind Woody's past. Well, one fan theory out there would love to see the film dive into Woody's past, possibly who his first owner was, and maybe even answer the questions surrounding Andy's dad that viewers have had for decades. Now this one I would love to see because, as all of us Disney fans know, we need to know what happened to Andy's father. It's a question that's been burning for us, and I know the simple answer is that the animators just didn't have time to animate them, but I feel like there's more to that. It's been years, we need to know at this point. So this would be an interesting story to see, like, the past version of Woody and seeing how, like, maybe his dad was the one that first owned the doll. It would be a really, really good full circle moment for Andy and to get closure, like, for us fans. So this one's high on the list for me. The next theory is new toys. Feel like that's too broad, so let's dive into that one. Each film in the franchise has introduced one or several new toys to the mix, from Jessie and Bullseye joining Andy's room in Toy Story 2, to a walking, talking spork created by Bonnie becoming a little girl's new favorite toy in Toy Story 4. Well, according to one fan theory, one possible idea for the fifth film would to be introduce a new cast of toys completely unrelated to Woody, Buzz, and the gang. I don't think this one would ever come into light. It just makes no sense to make a Toy Story without Woody and Buzz. As much as people complain that it's repetitive and that they keep milking the money, it makes no sense. So this fan theory, I feel like, let's just Kobe into the trash can. Hopefully this next one has some juicy tidbits that will make this a great ending to the franchise. Well, emotional endings seem to be what Pixar does best, especially when it came to Toy Story 3 and even Toy Story 4, whose endings left moviegoers sobbing in the theaters. This theory suggests that the film should jump to Bonnie being a teenager the same way Toy Story 3 did with Andy, and the toys reunite with Woody and Bo on their annual vacation to the carnival. Alright, good so far. After a whole lot of chaos and hilarity that leaves the toys in the hands of a new kid, that kid's father appears at the end to say that these toys look just like the ones he had when he was a kid, alluring to the father being a grown-up Andy. Now this one is absolutely perfection. Now it's not the perfect film that I would want, but it's a good little send-off for the final conclusion of Toy Story 5, if this is the final one, because let's be honest, if this makes a lot of money, they might bring it back, 5-6 years from now. But this is a good send-off, like having like the whole, like, growing up and Bonnie getting rid of her toys, and then it gives to a new kid, and that new kid just happens to be Andy's son or Andy's daughter. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. But I have a better idea that involves Andy, but we'll get that at the end of the video, so stick around. All right, for the next one, I'm kind of iffy on it, but let's see what this theory has to say. It's typical for films to have a fan favorite side character to break off into sequels starring said side character, like the Puss in Boots sequels of Shrek and the Olaf themed shorts from Frozen. So it's not too far off to assume Toy Story 5 would center around Toy Story 4's breakout character. Yes, that's right, Forky himself. One fan theory suggests that Forky should be the star in the fifth film. Now for me, this one would be an interesting take, and it could be a fun little, story ride to have Forky as the main character. But it still doesn't speak to the fans of the franchise for years, and honestly, it probably would bomb in the theater because Toy Story is Woody and Buzz. Like, you could probably get rid of half of the other characters or the cast list of toys and still have Woody and Buzz, and fans would be happy. So this one is another one where it's like, great ideas, but trash can. All right, so far we've had 2 good ones, 2 bad ones. Let's see if this next one can be any better. A fan theory wondered if Toy Story 5 could go the deleted plot route, which centered around Andy's Buzz Lightyear action figure malfunctioning and the toy being shipped off to Taiwan after being recalled. This one, again, makes no sense to even happen. Toy Story is Woody and Buzz, not one or the other. Now, you could have a story focused on a Buzz Lightyear backstory like Toy Story 2 was focused on Woody. That I think would work, but having one solely about Buzz Lightyear's own journeys and stuff, nah. It just won't resonate without Woody being there. Another one, in the trash. We're not looking so great on these fan theories, man, but we're gonna get to the best one at the end of this video, and that's mine that went viral on every platform ever, so just hold off for a second. Now, this next theory resonates with the idea of being a lost toy, so let's see what this one has in store for us. Woody first expressed this dread in the first film when he cried in the Dinoco parking lot after Andy's mom drove to Pizza Planet without him, confirming he was now a lost toy. The fifth film, focusing on Woody and Bo's new business of saving lost toys at the carnival, would be another acceptable plot according to a fan theory. Now, this one, although it seems plausible because it includes Woody, I still would not be perfect again without Buzz. I will always go back to this, that these fan theories are great in theory. See what I did there?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But they're not amazing because they don't include the original two toys that made the franchise and that literally people cannot see a Toy Story film without. This one would be a little cool side quest that would be interesting to bring the central theme of lost toys in there, but maybe it could include like Buzz and Woody finding a lost toy. There's an idea there. So that's one I won't necessarily throw away, but we'll put it in the pile. This next theory focuses on the side characters, which makes me already skeptical, but let's see what they have to say. One thing the first two Toy Story films did best included all of the toys in the stories, even when they primarily focused on Woody and Buzz. According to this fan theory, this next film should focus on them. Now, this one, although it in theory again seems nice, I just don't think it would make the $1 billion. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over into the pile because it could work, but more for like a Disney Plus series. Now, this next theory is one that I think would be absolutely fantastic, but only if somehow Buzz was involved. But let me dive into this one because this one does have some juiciness to it. This fan theory suggests that the fifth film go the Lightyear route and be the movie of Woody's Roundup, starring Woody, Jesse, the Prospector, and Bullseye, and maybe even be the movie that Andy's father watched that made him desperately need a cowboy Woody doll. Now, this one has some juiciness bits to it. It makes me kind of excited. It makes me get some goosebumps because it comes full circle talking about Andy's father again and how Woody even got into the family to begin with. Already, Toy Story 2 is one of people's favorite movies. The only thing missing is Buzz. We've seen what happened with Lightyear and how it just wasn't amazing, and I don't think they should branch away and just split the two characters up because it just makes zero sense to a fan perspective. All right, but now on to the best theory of all time. This is a viral theory that I came up with personally, so let me go ahead and break this down for you. Longtime fans of the franchise have always preferred Andy over Bonnie, bawling their eyes out the day Andy handed his beloved toys to the little girl and drove off into the sunset on his way to college. But Toy Story 5 can bring that full circle and bring the final, much-needed conclusion to the Toy Story franchise. After Andy was nowhere to be seen in Toy Story 4, the only possible amazing potential plot for a fifth film should be Andy returning, getting his old toys back, and handing them down to his own children. And you're gonna have that emotional feels, man, of having the full circle of Andy getting his toys back, with Woody and Buzz looking after his own kids. It's the perfect send-off. So we'll see what Disney and Pixar have in store for us, but this is like the only plausible way to have the perfect send-off for the film and for Buzz and Woody. And all the people like myself and you that grew up watching these, man, it's gonna be another tearjerker for us. That is how this movie will make billions. Mark my words. And there we have it. Those are some of the best theories out there about Toy Story 5. To me, I think my theory is still the best one and the one that should be the one that we get in the final movie, but we'll see what Pixar comes up with. I trust them. I think they're gonna do justice for the fans and for the franchise for this fifth film. Will it be the final one? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you're excited, which theory you think would be the perfect movie plot for this next movie. And check out this video right here because if you like this one, you'll probably enjoy that one. And I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.